What is up, Overwatch Odyssey League fans and Overwatch enjoyers? Thank you for hopping in for tonight's stream. We have got a matchup between the Respawn Raiders and the the Passive Blinks here in the Platinum Division Round 3. Now, this is an elimination game, so whoever wins will proceed on toward the championship, and whoever loses will be packing their bags and heading on home. So, without further ado, we will get things started here. For the side of the Respawn Rangers, we've got Lil Big playing tank. We've got Alex on DPS along with Sweet Bear. We've got Bordad and Yoshi on support. For the side of the Passive Blinks, we've got Fast Fee on tank. Nano Magnet looks like on DPS with Reaper, and Barbaros is going to be on support with Daedalus. Looks like the teams are going to be finalizing some things as they're getting ready to start this first map. So bear with us, and we will be hopping into the action in just a second. Alrighty, I apologize for the dead silence here as we're getting ready to get things underway here. We are going to be starting off with a control game mode at Lijiang Tower. The teams are, like I said, finalizing some roster things. Just double checking, verifying that all the players have the game requirements needed in order to participate in this fall tourney. We are in round 3, so everything should be verified. We're just making sure and verifying here. Looks like the teams are going to be ready once this final player hops in, so we are going to be hopping into things. I gotta know. What's everyone's thought on Lijiang Tower? It's kind of weird not having a co-caster here with me to talk to in these weird silences. Alrighty, so we are getting things underway. Like I said, here we are at Lijiang Tower. Here at Lijiang Tower, on the left-hand side, you will see the lineup for the Respawn Raiders. We have got Lil Big again on tank, Alex playing DPS with Sweet Bear and Normal Freak, a.k.a. Board Dad, and Yoshi holding it down for support on the side of the Respawn Raiders. Looking at the passive Blinks lineup, we've got Reaper playing tank, Nano and Fast Feet on DPS, Barbaros and Daedalus on support. Now, from what I've heard, both these teams, being here in the losers bracket, this being an elimination game, both these teams have a lot to fight for, but both these teams, I believe, have prepared well for this match, and I'm excited to see what both these teams bring to the table, knowing that this could be their last game here in this fall tournament. Looking at the lineups, we've got Lil Big playing Orisa, Alex playing Pharah, we've got Normal Freak and Yoshi on the Brig Juno combo. Meanwhile, on the side of passive Blinks, we've got a Ramatra, Sim, Cass, Baptiste, and a Lucio. What's up, Master Lucian? Thanks for hopping in. Starting to gauge here in the stairs. Reaper looking very low, forcing out the Immort on the side of the passive Blinks. That's going to be a big cooldown to not have as this team fight progresses. Lil Big pushing in. Daedalus does go down to the Dynamite there. Reaper getting low as well. And Alex able to get the pick there on Fast Feet. It looks like Nano is also very low. It's going to be Reaper and Barbarossa here fighting. It looks like the Respawn Raiders are going to be setting up here in the room, trying to keep them from touching, but with that use of the teleporter here from Nano Magnet, they could do some cheeky positioning, but looks like they are going to be walking down main again here. Regrouping and taking advantage of the speed boost there coming from Daedalus. They're going to be able to take that high ground from the top of the stairs there. That's going to be a pretty big ult coming from Alex, getting a 3K Sweet Bear, and Yoshi able to finish off and make it a team kill. That was a huge 3K there coming from Alex with that ultimate from Pharah. like that TP there coming from the passive blinks. Bob is coming out from the side of the Respawn Raiders, really pushing into that. Sweetbear getting a pick, but Nano able to answer back, getting a little big down. Sweetbear getting Daedalus. It is now even still 3-on-3 with the use of that shield that Nano Magnet placed down. This could still go either way. Yoshi looking very low, but Alex there to protect. And beat is going to be used. Daedalus there fighting on point. You see a Terror Surge there coming from Lil Big. Lil Big able to get Barbaros there. Daedalus going down to Sweetbear. Alex getting Fast Feet and Normal Freak able to get Reaper. Nano Magnet going down, trying to touch there as Tracer, and successfully doing so, but unfortunately not able to last long enough for anyone from the team to regroup and retouch. First point going to the Respawn Raiders. So looking at that first point there, it looked like the Respawn Raiders were very dominant in terms of holding down the point and making that fight. I think the first fight still could have gone either way, but after that, the Respawn Raiders really able to bunker down and hold their position pretty strong there, preventing the passive blinks from even being able to touch hardly until it came there to overtime. So we'll have to see if any strategies are going to change. It looks like we are going to see Reaper switching to Winston and a carry swap for the supports as well. Looks like Nano is also going to be answering back there on the Pharah. And Alex getting the first hit is going to take down Daedalus. Reaper going down too to the Dynamite of Sweetbear. Barbaros able to get out, but just barely, and I spoke too soon. Barbaros does go down. Looks like the Respawn Raiders are going to be fighting there on point, but they are going to get it. And Sweetbear able to get the early pick there on Nano, who was maybe 1v1ing Alex there in the sky, but Sweetbear didn't seem to care about their 1v1. Good to have you here, Nilox. Looking to see they're holding the bridge. If the passive blinks are gonna, they are gonna try and push the right room. It looks like they are, or maybe they're gonna use like TP, get behind the Respawn Raiders here. But Alex able to answer first game. Daedalus with a boop. Nano Magnet does go down. Reaper going down as well. And that is going to be another hold there from the Respawn Raiders. Even after that TP, I really liked the idea of the TP there. Just executed a little bit better, and that could have been passive Blink's fight. And setting up maybe a decoy teleporter there, Lil Big, trying to knock Reaper off of the side of the map unsuccessfully. It's going to jump back in there. Reaper looking very low. Reaper does go down. Terror Surge coming from Lil Big, able to get Daedalus. The Suzu coming out to keep him alive, but Fast Feet's going to push in. Does go down. Looks like we have a couple ults. Looks like we do have the Wall of Symmetra coming up, and they do have Kitsune Rush on the side of the Respawn Raiders. They've got a Bob coming up. They've got a Barrage, and they do have the Orbital ult coming from Juno. They are going to go ahead and use that coming out here. Alex does get very low, is able to avoid getting eliminated here. Bob does come out as well. Rally coming out from the side of the Respawn Rangers as well, pushing through there. Barrage answering back. Nano able to get an elim, but too late. That is going to be map 1 Respawn Raiders. And a great fight there coming from the Respawn Raiders, able to take control away at Lijiang Tower 2-0. And the Passive Blinks will have the next map pick as nature of the tournament, so the loser does get the next map pick. We are going to be heading into an escort game mode here for the map pool that we have for the fall tournament. Escort could be Gibraltar, Circuit Royale, Dorado, or Havana. And it looks like the Passive Blinks have decided for Havana. And we're just waiting on the Respawn Raiders to ready up. And it looks like we will get things underway. Alrighty, as we're getting things underway here in this matchup between the Respawn Raiders and the Passive Blinks, for those of you who are just joining in, and for those of you here, just to give a little bit of recap of that Lijiang map there for control, Respawn Raiders had a very dominating performance there so far, doing that, able to capture the control point effectively, and also able to hold their point, preventing the Passive Blinks from getting any percentage on either point. So now it'll be up to the Passive Blinks to be able to push the payload here at Havana. Ultimately, if the Respawn Raiders can continue to have the defense that they showed while holding the point at control, I think this could definitely be another one-sided map. But if the Passive Blinks are able to push through and really break down this Respawn Raider defense, it could be a whole different ball game. You see on the side of the Respawn Raiders, they're going to be sticking with more of maybe a poke comp, double sniper with Sigma, and they have that Brig Juno again. But it looks like they're going to answer back from the side of the Passive Blinks with also a double sniper with an Ana and a Brig and then a Risa for their tank. Looks like a little bit of a slow start. Looks like the snipers are looking for shots here. So far, no one has struck first. And as I say that, Alex is going to get the first pick there on Nano Magnet here. Good rock there coming from Reaper. And Fast Feet is going to answer back, able to get Alex down. Is now even, but Nano able to come back from those spawn doors a lot faster. They're going to have to take advantage of this, but Fast Feet going nuts, getting the second pick there on Sweet Bear, really allowing for the Passive Blinks to walk on this. And Alex able to answer back, does take down Fast Feet. Alex able to get Daedalus down as well. Respawn Raiders now have the advantage here if they can walk in. Looks like Noel Freak is going to start to push up himself. Alex is going to get another pick there on Barbaros. And is going to take Reaper down as well. And Nano Magnet just barely able to escape an early pick there.
No one can hide from my sight.
And as we switch here to Alex's POV, I didn't even get to see that pick there on Nano. Little Big gonna go ahead and use ult. Does get 3. Sleep is missed. Is able to get Daedalus there. And Passive Blink's making decent progress here on the first point, but they are going to have to continue that momentum in order to capture or get to this first checkpoint here. We do have Terra Surge on the side of the passive Blinks. Dragon's going to go ahead and come out from Sweet Bear. And Sweet Bear going to get a pick there. Reaper is going to go ahead and use Terra Surge. And Nano being used here on Reaper. Reaper is going to go ahead and push in. Sight's coming from Fast Feet as well. And a lot of ults coming from the side of the passive Blinks. This ult dump may be what they need in order to get the checkpoint. It's still looking very low. Daedalus going down. Reaper going down. Barbaros going down. Normal Freak really pushing in here on Nano Magnet. Nano Magnet able to get that pick, but does go down to Little Big. Sweet Bear able to get the pick on Fast Feet. That's going to be a team kill, and that is going to be the first round passive Blinks on offense there. I appreciate that, Johnny. I appreciate you showing some love. Normally I have my boy Pipes here in the booth with me, but Pipes had a recent shift change, so he now no longer is available on Mondays. So solo casting's interesting, but it's definitely, I feel like, more like it is a solo stream than a cast of a league match, but definitely still very fun to see these teams compete. But going back to the action here, Respawn Raiders able to hold the passive Blinks just before the second curve here, looking to see if they can get a very quick win. They are going to be, it looks like Lil Big maybe going to be playing some Winton there to start things off. Now, if I know anything from Lil Big's history as a tank player, Lil Big is not necessarily a dive tank. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out and if some practice has really paid off for the Respawn Raiders and maybe a dive comp. But you see the rest of the DPS sticking with a Widow, a Symmetra, and then we have a Kiri Juno. On the side of the passive Blinks, they're going to be now playing that Sigma that we saw from the side of the Respawn Raiders when they were on defense. Still the double sniper and same support line as well. And Fast Feet is found out. Fast Feet not going to be able to get any picks. Fast Feet does go down. Sweet Bear able to finish off that Elim. The passive Blinks are now playing down 1. I really liked the idea, but the execution maybe just not there. Respawn Raiders now pushing up on the high ground, led by Lil Big here on the Winton. Able to get a lot of damage on Daedalus. Daedalus going down. Nano going down as well. Reaper trying to fight there with just Barbaros, but Barbaros going down. This could be all she wrote here for the Respawn Raiders attack with that first push. Is anyone going to be able to get here? Looks like Fast Feet is going to go ahead and swap to Reaper. Does get here. Looking for a regroup right before the Respawn Raiders cap. And it looks like Fast Feet is going to go ahead and get that touch. Getting a lot of damage there on Yoshi. Is he going to be able to get the pick? Does not. Lil Big able to get Daedalus down, though. Doing a really good job of ensuring that the Respawn Raiders don't cap. but teammate after teammate going down. Reaper able to finish off the pick there on Yoshi. Normal Freak getting very low as well, forcing out the Suzu. Lil Big just getting the DPS and support with the help of Sweet Bear there, and Normal Freak keeping them alive. That is going to be map 2, Respawn Raiders. Not necessarily something you see every day. Not only did we get a Brig play coming from Normal Freak on the side of the Respawn Raiders, but we got to see Normal Freak meet his demise to the arrow of a Nano Magnet. So definitely a really neat play to see there, or maybe unusual. Unique? Maybe. We're getting ready to go into things. So this is a best of 5 match. Again, this is an elimination game as well. So the passive blinks are just 1 point away, 1 map away from being eliminated from the tournament. Definitely going to be a big map for them to try and turn around here. We are getting an update here from another match. So U.S. Army Esports is actually playing in the open division. They are facing off against West Virginia University Esports, their blue squad, going up here. They are now taking the lead 1-0. They played Lijiang Tower as well. They got the win 2-1. All right, well, we are in this downtime as we are getting things set up for the final map here between the Respawn Raiders and the Passive Blinks. How's everyone in chat doing? We having a good day today? Yeah. Well, glad to hear that you're doing well, scrimming at the same time. Love to hear that, Nilox. As far as the other games go, so it looks like XL2 and Fusion Esports are facing off as well. That is on a different channel, which is actually, unfortunately, only on Twitch right now. We ran into a little bit of an issue where YouTube or the multi-streaming stuff wasn't working right. So that is on another another channel there. But here we've got this, and then unfortunately not being streamed as we don't have enough casters. We've got the USAE and WVU game. I believe they are still on map 2. We did also have some new merch drop in the Overwatch Odyssey League store. We have a mouse pad that dropped, which I think is pretty neat, and some other apparel items. So if you don't have the link, our Discord should be linked below. Go ahead and hop on there, and then you can find the link. If not, we can also add it for future streams. But looks like teams are ready. We are going to go ahead and we are heading into Esperanza for a push game mode to possibly close things out for the Passive Blinks story in this fall tournament, or spark new life into this push that they've got going on. So excited to see what these teams can do here, see what Passive Blinks can do to adjust their strategies in order to overcome the Respawn Raiders and keep themselves alive here in this tournament, in this match, and in this tournament, I should say. Looks like rosters are getting finalized, or sorry, I should say compositions are getting finalized between the two teams. We have got on the side of the Respawn Raiders, so Lil Big going to be playing a Junker Queen this time around. We've got Alex playing an Ashe, Sweet Bear playing Widow. Meanwhile, we have Normal Freak and Yoshi. We're going to be seeing a BAP Juno combo here. Now, Nano's going to be playing a D.Va. We've got the Hawk now subbing in, playing Tracer, Fast Feet on Reaper, and then we've got that Brig Juno composition as well. Hawk is going to get the first pick. Yoshi does go down. Alex looking like in danger. Dahawk going to go ahead and capitalize. Nano able to finish off the Elim here. Lil Big playing a little bit isolated. Dahawk and Nano really pushing here against Lil Big. Lil Big able to use Shout and get out, trying to get some more HP back. Dahawk is going to finish off Sweet Bear. Fast Feet able to get Normal Freak down. And this does look like it is going to be a Passive Blinks. Lil Big going to be isolated, taking a lot of damage, but the Sports of the Respawn Raiders doing a very good job of keeping him alive here in that room. Big charging in. That was a great ult there coming from Lil Big to capitalize there. Able to get the 4 picks, really chasing down Fast Feet, trying to get this 5th Elim, but Fast Feet doing a very good job of getting out here, but will it be enough? Looks like the Respawn Raiders are going to try and chase him down. But Fast Feet does get out. A very good job there. That could have been a huge stagger for the Respawn Raiders, forcing Fast Feet out, especially if Fast Feet has ult coming up here. It looks like we do have D.Va Bomb, we do have Pulse Bomb, we do have Death Blossom, we do have Brig ult here on the side of the Passive Blinks. And there's D.Va Bomb coming out from Nano. Is Nano going to be able to get anyone? No. Nano just staying alive here. Normal Freak able to get the pick there on Dahawk. get that rally. But really pinned down there from the Bob. That was a good, if nothing else, zoning ult from Alex, preventing rally from being fully utilized there. Sweetberry able to get the pick on Barbaros. Nano able to get the pick, or sorry, Alex able to get the pick on Nano. And the lead has now returned to the side of the Respawn Raiders. Passive Blinks who are able to push a little past the checkpoint here, or the Timmy butt scratch, as Pipes would like to call it. Timmy is going to go ahead and continue, and the Respawn Raiders are going to get the lead. We do see DeHawk switching off to Soldier, getting off that Tracer, being a little more available or damaging there coming from the front line. We still have Death Blossom from Fast Feet. We are looking at an ult coming from Barbaros. Barbaros and Fast Feet able to capitalize, get that ult there. We do see the Blossom is able to get Yoshi. Does go down to Little Big, though. Little Big surviving, but very low. I spoke too soon. Alex going down as well. That's going to be a huge point flip there for the passive Blinks. They're going to have to continue to push this just in the nature of push for those of you who, I mean, are familiar or aren't familiar. Hopping in here, I mean, they're going to have to win these two team fights. Respawn Raiders able to get that forward spawn, all of them out of there before starting this team fight. We're going to see Orbital, but we are going to see Rally as well coming from the side of the Respawn Rangers. Barbaros getting isolated, but ult still present. And it looks like the Respawn Raiders are going to answer with an ult of their own. And DeHawk getting very close. Does now have Visor here. Going to see how that works with the rest of the team. And it looks like Sweet Bear is going to solo ult DeHawk. Maybe that was a little bit of frustration from the counter swap, but Fast Feet going to answer back. Normal Freak does go down. Alex going to go ahead and pull out the Bob, or send out the Bob in Sweet Bear's absence here. Looks like the Respawn Raiders are going to be able to regroup. Bob holding down point. Bob able to get the pick on Fast Feet there. Bob surely only available for just a moment. And it looks like maybe the passive Blinks are going to opt to try and regroup here as they're watching DeHawk kind of step away from the action there. Looks like we've got Daedalus and Fast Feet kind of pushing there on the left side for the side of the passive Blinks. Looking like the side of the Respawn Raiders. Everyone's there. We have a little bit of off-lane England. DeHawk going to go ahead and use Visor. Does get a pick there on Sweet Bear. Little Big answering back. That was a huge stop from the side of the passive Blink, stopping Little Big's ult. That is massive. Looks like Yoshi is going to be behind, but Alex up there up top, maybe able to get a pick. Not quite able to finish it off, but Normal Freak able to get the job done. Nano going to go ahead and push Alex off the high ground here, but Yoshi able to stabilize as they back up. And looks like the counter swapping is going to continue as the Respawn Raiders, Little Big, is going to be swapping to Zarya to try and hinder Nano Magnet's ability here. And we have a Sombra coming from Sweet Bear as well. Another Death Blossom from Fast Feet. Are they going to use it this fight? Does not look like that will be the case. DeHawk and Sweet Bear really facing off here. DeHawk, unfortunately, losing that fight thanks to the assistance of Alex. Fast Feet still has ult, does not use it. Little Big able to get the elimination there before a big ult coming from Fast Feet. And looks like without the Diva Bomb, Nano is going to go ahead and swap to Ramatra. I think that's honestly a wise decision there. Still 2.5 minutes, still plenty of time to build an ult on Nano's side. Definitely a very good decision in terms of that counter swap. And there's going to be the ult. Fast Feet does not get the value out of that Death Blossom like he may have wanted. Lil Big able to get one, but is still only up one for the side of the Respawn Raiders. Lil Big very low. Lil Big does go down. And it looks like this is still very much Passive Blink's fight, as the trade was not, in fact, even in that fight. Overall, that could have been a much cleaner fight, but the Respawn Raiders were really able to counter Fast Feet's Death Blossom there. That could have been very lethal play from Fast Feet, but unfortunately just seen by the Respawn Raiders. Nano does go down. Sweet Bear able to assist Lil Big. They do get Nano down. Daedalus is very low. Hawk able to get a pulse bomb pick there on Alex, but Normal Freak able to answer back into Hawk down. Fast Feet going down as well. Passive Blink's now down 3. Just under a minute. The Respawn Raiders have about double the meters, double the distance as the Passive Blinks, but this is still a winnable fight. You see Nano is coming up on ult, but we do have 4, almost 5. If they're able to maybe bait some ults, or if the Respawn Raiders have the discipline there just to hold ult till time expires. But it looks like Daedalus is going to go ahead and initiate the fight here with a rally, really forcing the Respawn Raiders to have to do something. Respawn Raiders again. There is going to be that grab holding that in. Huge EMP there coming from Sweet Bear. But Fast Feet still able to survive. Does get Sweet Bear down. Yoshi able to answer back. Getting to Hawk. A Bob coming from Alex. This is going to be the final fight. And another pick. Normal Freak using Rally to finalize and secure this. It is going to be I spoke too soon. Passive Blinks are not done fighting just yet. Building a Pulse Bomb, building a Death Blossom, but they do both go down. Overtime clock running. Normal Freak able to get Daedalus down. Barbaros fighting there as well. Orbital coming down. A lot of healing, but Yoshi able to answer back. It is just Nano fighting on the point by himself, and that is going to be the match. I should say the map and the match. Respawn Raiders come away with it in advance 3-0. You know, I gotta say, I had mentioned earlier something about how Brig plays are maybe unusual or unique to see. And then, of course, we have 2 back-to-back on these maps. So thanks, Normal Freak, for making me a liar. But anyway, that is going to be the match for tonight in terms of the Respawn Raiders and the Passive Blinks. The Passive Blinks now going home from the fall tournament. They have some things that they can work on going into the regular season for the Overwatch Odyssey League Season 2. Excited to see their return and excited to see what they can bring to the table for the next season coming up. For the side of the Respawn Raiders, things have been looking pretty tough for them, but this was a good win. Maybe the momentum swing that they needed in order to keep moving forward. But looking at the bracket here for the Respawn Raiders, they do have Texas United. Their last opponent was the Loggers, who had a very dominant performance against the Respawn Raiders, winning that match 3-0. To put things into perspective, though, and the reason why I bring this up, the Loggers did lose to Texas United 3-1. With this being said, Texas United is going to be a formidable foe for the Respawn Raiders. Maybe this momentum carries them to the next match and onward, but they definitely have a tough match ahead of them going forward and hoping to get to the championship match. But that is all for our stream tonight. I hope to see you all back for our next stream that we've got going on. Unfortunately, I don't have a date with the nature of how we're kind of doing the fall tournament, but I will post something out there as soon as I can. Until next time, you all have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your day, and keep being awesome. We'll see you next time.
sont